Pull up in the gangster, Aries in Sri Lanka. I tell her meet me at the Renaissance Ivanka. I said, let me show you how this reading tastes. You know your fellow fire sign Leo is gonna serve it the best. Aries, how you doing, my cutie? Patootie looking all that so yummy. So good, Aries. My fellow fire sign Aries, the firstborn of the zodiac. Aren't you one cutie patootie looking all that so yummy? Smiling at me, looking at me, and supporting me. Aries, welcome to your reading from June 9th to the 15th. And I'm your funny Armenian guy, and I serve and I slay. Aries, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at your past, present, and future. We're going to see who did it and why and when. And I'm going to take a look at the overall challenge, clarify these, get some advice, and close off with the relationship advice oracle card as well. So let's get into your reading, Aries. Ariana, gun pop, and I make my gun pop. I'm the king of rap, young Ariana Rampop. I'm actually, I'm feeling good. How you feeling, Aries? Let me know. My fellow fire sign, my cutie patootie. Thank you, Aries. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your love, for all your continuous support that you have been showing me all the way through. So, Aries, let's get into your reading and let's see what's coming up for you. So the main energy and the challenge is the Empress. And the underlying energy, Aries, is the Six of Swords with the Hermit. Okay, so Aries, a lot of the, for the upcoming week, a lot of your reading seems to be something, it's about a prediction that's going to come true. I see something coming in towards confirmation verb. I see something coming in towards your way in the near future with the Eight of Wands, which I'm going to talk about later. But the Empress here is talking about nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, prioritizing yourself. How many times have I told you, my dear fellow fire sign, I love you so much. And I got to remind you, this is a reminder. You got to love yourself. You got to appreciate yourself, dear Aries. I think a lot of times you have been in this place of like neglecting yourself. Okay, now has the time come for you. The time has come for you to nurture your body, your soul, yourself. And I'm going to get back to this. And I think you might have come out of a connection, or there is a separation currently between you and somebody else. And, the universe is saying, Aries, it's time for you to focus on yourself, right? To detach. We'll talk about this shortly. Aries, in the recent past, there was the Seven of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and Six of Wands. Deception. Okay, trust issues, big trust issues here in the recent past with a specific person. Somebody here might, you feel like as if you were played by a specific person. Could have been a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. There was trust issues. You know what I mean? We're not here to put other signs down. Everyone grows and learns, but we're going to see what happened. I think there was a lot of happiness, a lot of celebration, but ultimately something here, turn out to be differently than what you expected. Now, in the present moment, there is the Judgment, the Six of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands. In the present moment, you're having a major realization with the Judgment. And I think that this is a decision here that you are making. I am strongly getting here, there's going to be some sort of a conversation that's going to take place with the Ace of Wands in the near future. I'm jumping ahead because I can't wait to clarify this. That it's like almost this is something that you had predicted, and ultimately you are going to be ready for a brand new beginning. You could be also dealing with another fire sign, like another Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, could be Cancer. So in the near future, I am strongly getting here, you setting some really strong boundaries. You have the Nine of Wands and Eight of Wands. There is going to be communication coming in your way. This is something that you have either manifested or predicted, right? But I do see here you just kind of like, it's like almost like when you don't want it and then they come towards you, right? You're down with it, and then all of a sudden they just seem to be appearing out of nowhere. And you're like, oh, okay, let me think about it. Because you're going to start taking care of yourself so much, Aries, that you're not going to be worried about it. So let's clarify. So let's clarify the Empress here, Aries, and talk about what is this situation, like how come you finally have arrived to the point where you're like, you know what, I'm going to take care of myself, I'm going to prioritize me, want to prioritize myself. So Aries, the Empress here is clarified by this Page of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Five of Wands in reverse. I don't really necessarily do reverses, but in the present moment, I think this really applies for your situation. You're coming out of a conflict. I think you don't want to be engaging with any drama with any specific person here. You and this person could be coming from some sort of a culture, background here. Pisces energy here. There is a major realization. I think you're wanting to give yourself the permission of having a brand new beginning. Page of Pentacles here talks about like, you know what, I'm going to give myself the permission to enjoy my journey, to put myself first. I am strongly getting here, a lot of you are going to be in this place of like, you know, I don't want to engage with no drama. I'm ready to detach. Okay. A lot of self-care areas, a lot of prioritizing yourself, putting yourself first. This is something that you're manifesting, that you're desiring to come true into fruition. And I think the moment you detach and you say like, I don't want this, your reading is like so simple. I could stop right here, but I'm going to get into the bottom of it. But something that you have predicted is coming into fruition. So the Seven of Swords here is clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. What did I say? In the past, I did say, Aries, that there was some sort of a situation where there was a lot of trust issues, right? And I feel like that you kind of felt you were played by a specific person in the past. And with the Ten of Swords here, the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands is telling me that you felt like you were betrayed, like you felt like you were stabbed in the back. And this actually disappointed you big time. Big time, Aries. So the Two of Pentacles here, I think there was a decision here that had to be made. Maybe there was a lot of on and off, hot and cold situation with this person. I think for one moment you wanted to cut this person out of your life, but then another moment you still decided to keep them in your life. So Aries, the Two of Pentacles here is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the Five of Cups. Possibly could have been a Leo here or Capricorn. Okay, now here is the thing. There might have been a third-party situation. I'm not saying that this is the case for many of you. If this applies to your situation, it applies. If it's not, then this is a general reading. Take whatever resonates, please. Now, the Two of Pentacles here is talking about a decision, dear Aries, right? And I think this decision has to do a lot with whether you wanted to continue to put in the effort and the work to continue into the development of this relationship. I think this is more about that story, Aries. Whether you knew that it was going to take you a lot. It was going to take you a lot of strength, okay, to put into the hard work and to continue into this connection. There was a lot of moments, disappointment. I think you were kind of disappointed in this person, maybe due to the fact of their hot and cold situation. This is somebody that might have, tried to like be achieving their own goals, or maybe they were focused on their work, on their business here. I don't see this person having any bad intentions toward you. I think there was just a different levels of maturity. Six of Wands is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Fool. Yeah. And the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the day, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This person might have tried to entertain other options. I think that, maybe one of the reasons why you and this person got disconnected was because you and this person wanted to have you went onto separate ways to have a brand new beginning for yourself, to start new, to focus on what's important for you. The Fool here is talking about stepping into the unknown. Seven of Cups is indicating choices here. And I think that maybe if this person made you feel like you were an option, you might have said, you know what, I don't want to be in this kind of a dynamic. And maybe you disconnected. Now, in the present moment, there is a major realization that you're having. You're calling something into your reality. You're manifesting something here with the Judgment. The Judgment here is clarified by the Star, the Hermit, and the Six of Pentacles. And then the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So in the present moment, Aries, I strongly feel like here that many of you are in this place of like, you know what, I'm gonna reflect if this is something, that I really want to attract into my life. The Hermit is like a self-reflection. Some of you are probably on a spiritual journey, spiritual quest. You want to make sure that you are in an equal give and take exchange energy with this person, and I think that also financial situation here plays a big role, right? The Hermit here is shedding light on the Six of Pentacles, meaning you want to really make sure that this person is, equally going to be invested into this relationship or not. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Virgo here. Let's clarify the Six of Pentacles because this is actually, again, okay, the Moon. The Moon actually fell on the ground. I think there is a lot of fears and doubts that you're no longer running away from. You're facing the fears. You're facing them, fears, Aries. the Magician here and the Two of Swords, and then the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Reconciliation. I think one of the things that's going to help you to actually navigate successfully in this relationship, my dear fellow fire sign Aries, is that you're going to be able to really, really call this situation into existence and manifest something. Whatever you are predicting is coming true. Whatever you're calling into reality, into this dimension, is going to happen. I think you're coming out of this indecision. If you look at the Two of Swords, right? A lot of indecision, a lot of indecisiveness. You're finally releasing that. And with the Magician, you're manifesting something into your life that you wanted so much. And I think this manifestation has to do a lot with having a brand new beginning. The Ace of Wands, which is also associated with the fire sign, you could be as well dealing with the Leo or Aries. Okay, so this is a destined connection. Okay, this is part of your destiny. I think one of the reasons why you haven't been able to fully move on from this person and vice versa is because you know the Wheel of Fortune is here. Wheel of Fortune indicates fate, destiny, and luck, and this is a very positive energy. Now, Four of Swords, Three of Swords, right? You're basically healing from this, from whatever happened between you and them. You're healing. There is a lot of healing that's taking place, and I'm sending you a huge hug, my fellow fire sign Aries. I know that this must have been a very tough situation, especially in the past when there were like trust issues, maybe arguments and fights and constant conflict going on. Let's talk about the Nine of Wands here in the near future. Let's clarify the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is clarified by the King of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Devil. Could be dealing with a Capricorn also, okay, Sagittarius energy as well, the Temperance. So you're going to start setting some boundaries. I think you are not going to want to open up immediately to this person. There has to be some strong boundaries, and somebody here needs to heal from something, like some sort of a toxic behavior or codependency. It could be as far as like codependency, depending on one another, and then be able to move forward in love, okay, together. Because here, as you can see, the Four of Pentacles is holding back, right? And then there is the Devil in the background. This is also requiring both of you to open up to each other. Yes, go slow, take one step at a time, but I'm strongly getting here that this is talking about, you know, taking a lot of factors into consideration. Some boundaries are needed in this connection. Let's talk about the communication. The Eight of Wands, whatever this is for you, Aries, it's like you're almost predicting this and it's coming into fruition. The Eight of Wands is communication. So the Eight of Wands is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Justice here, and the Hierophant. Yes. And then Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Family, commitment, children. This is a card of marriage. So what's going to end up happening, dear Aries, is that eventually there's going to be justice, there's going to be fairness, commitment. The Hierophant is talking about loyalty and commitment, right? And the good news here is that finally the end of this conflict is coming. Finally, you're predicting, I don't know what you're doing, Aries, but this person is becoming a better person. They're changing. They're finally letting go of this competitiveness or this argumentative behavior here with the Five of Swords. No more arguing, no more conflict. The Justice here is bringing peace. The Justice here is about things bringing into a balance, the scales, as you can see. And then the Hierophant here, Taurus energy, this is about commitment. So if you have been in a rocky place with this person, there is an incoming commitment coming in towards your way. And I think that this has to do a lot with you detaching. And you know, I talk a lot about those things in my videos. Detach yourself from the outcome, focus on yourself, and don't try to force anything. Just allow them to be. So the Four of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Lovers. And then there is the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck twice. So this is talking about Aries reconciliation, okay? Whatever you have been predicted, whatever you have been wanting to make it happen. The Lovers is here, which is talking about commitment, love, unity, and, you know, overcoming these challenges. There is a lot of tests. This hasn't been an easy road for you and this person, right? There has been a lot of tests, a lot of challenges between you and this person. You know, finally coming out of this conflict, finally coming out of these trust issues. The Seven of Swords here is actually twice. It was here. This was the first card that came up. So there has been a lot of trust issues. I think that's the reason why there was a lot of on and off connection. And moreover here with the Four of Cups, excuse me, this is talking about you kind of contemplating and not rushing into it back again right away. So let's get into the advice. What is the advice for you, Aries? And I'm gonna get into the reading relationship advice for you. What is the advice for Aries in this situation? What is the advice? Wow. Okay, so the advice here for you, Aries, is the lovers, okay, the star, the lovers, the star. Okay, you have the lovers, the star, and the Knight of Wands. So the advice here for you, dear Aries, is to head towards the direction where you're literally manifesting something. Okay, you're calling this into fruition. You're calling this into reality here with the lovers, right? This is talking about two souls coming in together, reuniting and healing each other from whatever happened in the past. And then there is the star card Aquarius energy, which is talking about healing. Okay, I hope being fulfilled, some sort of a dream is coming into reality. And when you keep your eyes on the bigger picture and remember that you're able to, you need to focus on yourself, then you're able to manifest things at a faster pace. This is about the universe telling you, Aries, listen, you need to pull your energy back to yourself. You have been all over the place this whole time, doing this for this person, doing that for that person. When are you going to take care of yourself? When are you going to prioritize yourself, Aries? This is the reason why maybe, there was some sort of an obstacle on the way for you to encounter, to learn that, you're never an option. You're never going to be treated like an option. You're the one. You're the main course, baby. You're the main menu. So let's see what is the message here from the Wisdom of Oracle. No place like home. There is no place like home. Like Dorothy says in The Wizard of Oz, there is no place like home. There is no place like home. I love how this is. She said that. I love that actress. Okay, so 50. What is the relationship advice for Ariana? Ariana. 50, no place like home. Authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. See what I'm saying? The Empress is your main energy. You know what I'm saying? So relationship advice, here we go. It says lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. You're in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in the knowledge that it is reciprocated. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional stability, safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity now. Be home in this relationship. Together, you add to the love of the world. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Together, you add to the love of the world. But in order for you to do that, is first of all, you got to pour into yourself first. You got to love yourself first before when they come to get to that level, when they come to get to the level, then you both go and add to the love of the world. But other than that, you're going to need to carry yourself and prioritize yourself. So, my cutie patootie, this is what I had. Thank you so much, dear Aries. I love you so much, baby. And I'll see you on the next one.